So let's take a look at how countries would look like if different stereotypes were completely true. In this video, we're looking at stereotypes of different countries, but we're actually making them true. Before the video starts, I'd like to mention that I'm not trying to offend anyone. This video is purely for fun and based on stereotypes of countries. It's completely sarcastic and you should not take it serious at all. Americans wake up at an average time of 7:20 to 7:40 a.m. When they wake up, they are going straight to the McDonald's, where they'd most likely take the large menu of the double quarter pounder with an extra large cola. Also, a typically breakfast is eggs, scrambled or cooked as an omelet, ham or sausages, pancakes or waffles, fried country potatoes or hash, toast with butter or jam. In the morning, Americans choose a solid nationalistic outfit. When going to work, with the car of course, they take the American flag with them, they take a gun with them, and they scream out of their car because Americans are loud. After work, they are going home where they have dinner. On the menu, rice with chicken and salad, which seems to be the most popular dinner after the McDonald's. Now, did you remember the 34.4 hours of work each week? They also watch 33 hours TV a week. So after dinner, an American watches TV around 4.7 hours a day, meaning it is around 10:30 p.m. Now Americans go to bed at an average time of 11:39 p.m., meaning they have enough time left to read exactly 0.011% of a book since they're reading like 4 books a year on average. Also, Americans love to learn more about topography and geography sometimes, around 2 times in each 30 years, of which they are learning many things like how Iran is situated in Western Europe, how Jamaica is situated in Africa, and how Africa is a country on its own.
Name 5 countries outside of North America. Africa is a continent.
Or learning about history, which is also one of their hobbies, like how Hillary Clinton is the president of the country and about the American Civil War of the 20th century. Now, Americans, I'd get it if you're offended, but I do love all my American followers. Thank you for the support, guys. Big shout out to 22% of my viewers. Leave a comment down below if you're American. Moving on to the next country. The Netherlands, a beautiful country, waking up at 7:47 a.m., eating bread with cheese, and another slice of bread with hagelslag, a typical Dutch topping. Cycling to work, working from 9 a.m. to 17 p.m., working in Amsterdam in, well, probably a coffee shop, right? And no, it's not really coffee. Well, you can get it actually, but you know what I mean. And how did you get there? Well, on wooden shoes with tulips in your hand and on your bike like everybody else. And what is Holland known for? For being exactly the same as the Netherlands because it is right?
No!
I'm sorry, I am deviating from the stereotypes, my apologies. Anyway, instead of going to the McDonald's like Americans do in their break, Dutch people are going for some weed and they have lunch at 12 a.m. eating cheese and again hagelslag. They are kind of strict when it comes to eating on time. After work, they will work even more to make the dikes and dunes stronger because, yeah, the Netherlands is for more than a quarter below sea level. As for clothes for the day, they are always choosing orange because everything needs to be orange. In the Netherlands, there are many beautiful places, like in the north you'll have Amsterdam, and of course the other one in the south, which I think was called Amsterdam. Oh, and then there's that one place in the west of the country. I believe it was called Amsterdam, but I'm not sure though. Please don't blame me if I'm wrong. Another country that has a lot of stereotypes is North Korea. Well, they are actually all true, so I don't have to pretend on this one. Anyway, let's move on to India, where everyone is poor. They all live in these houses and they wear the same clothes, the traditional Indian clothes, beautiful. As for food, Indians eat spicy food only and no meat at all. They are just simply all vegetarian. In India, being claustrophobic could be a problem since you really can't find any quiet place. The whole country looks like it could explode of the amount of people living there. Australia is also a fun one. This country is completely made out of desert. Except for the beaches, of course, where at least 2,000 people a month are getting to see the inside of a shark mouth, which is also the last thing they see of this fun stereotype kind-of world. In Australia, people are literally overruled by spiders and venomous snakes, like it's some kind of invasion of these creatures. No one is safe, and they should all be running. Luckily, Australians are never scared of wildlife, so there's a sort of war between spiders, snakes, and humans there, and it gets really violent sometimes. By the way, do you want to know why there are so many shark attacks? It's because Australians are surfing from 9 in the morning until 17 p.m. That's kind of their work, to be honest. From Australia to Austria, where people are skiing all year long, it snows all the time, and the mountains look like this. Austrians all wear lederhosen, which is a traditional outfit. They wear it all day and all night. Also, Austria is the only place on the whole earth where it's possible to practice winter sport. From Austria, we're going to France on the other side of Europe. In this country, women wear these outfits to work, while men are working in these kind of outfits. Well, let me correct myself there. France people are lazy, so they don't work at all. They also can't speak English. France people wake up at 7:30 a.m. and the first they're doing is warming up a baguette, grab cheese, and of course don't forget the champagne. France people hate summer because that's when tourists from all over the world come to visit their country. They reject to speak English in any way possible, and they are extremely rude and mean to people visiting their country. The Tour de France is only in France, by the way, because it's called the Tour de France. French people are always romantic, by the way. In Italy, people eat pizza, lasagna, and drink wine all day long. They have a mustache, and most of them are part of the mafia. Italians are lazy, just like Frenchmen. The siesta is not like normal siestas. In Italy, the siesta is 6 hours long. Italians also created a culture of which they don't need a language of speaking. They can communicate completely in a non-verbal way using hand movements. In Italy, people don't know anyone who dresses casual. They are all fashionable and dress like they're millionaires. And finally, every Italian is romantic at least 8 hours a day, just like the Frenchmen. In Italy, there are also still gladiators and lions fighting in the Colosseum. And did you know Italians drink coffee the whole day? Imagine how much energy they have. Russia, the largest country in the world, is also one with many stereotypes. In Russia, it's like people are still dying from being hypothermic. From when they're waking up at 8:06 a.m. until they're going to sleep 12:51 a.m., they are drinking vodka. And also sometimes when they wake up in the middle of the night. Russians never laugh, are bad-mannered and harsh and stoic people. If you ever meet one, try to avoid him as much as possible. In Russia, people love Putin, and they're all communists. This is how a Russian is dressed because it's always cold. They also hunt in thick snow for bears in the morning. If they don't, they'll probably starve. So this was the extremely sarcastic video of stereotypes of countries when the stereotypes were actually true. Let me know if you like these kind of nonsense video, and if you like to see another different version of this topic. Subscribe to be part of the first 10,000 on the channel and to make our way to the 100,000. Anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, see you in the next of Earth Basics.